8 signs you're an INFJ, the world's most unique personality type. Ever wondered what it means to be an INFJ? How does it really feel to be in the head of the mystic type? As one of the rarest types in the Myers-Briggs system, INFJs are known for their keen insights, warm empathy, and profound insight into human potential. In today's video, we wanted to show you what it really is to be an INFJ by making a list of attributes that only exist in INFJ personalities. So stay with us till the end. Maybe you have a rare personality without knowing it yet. Number 8. Different wavelength. INFJs tend to feel like outsiders due to the fact that most other individuals are on a different wavelength than they are. Their dominant function is intuition. They subconsciously notice patterns in basically everything. Mostly, these patterns have to do with human nature because of their secondary function, feeling, which draws them toward others. Intuition is an individual's ability to subconsciously understand something without knowing how or why they know it. Since intuition works subconsciously, it can be described as a sort of psychic ability. However, INFJs often have a difficult time trying to explain this sixth sense to other people, which often leads them to feel isolated or purely misunderstood. Number 7. You're a perfectionist and procrastinator. People with this personality type often deal with a constant fear of failure. They strive for perfection and strive to surpass the normal capabilities of a regular individual. This means that INFJs procrastinate a lot due to their subconscious need to find absolute perfection in almost everything. Even though realistically they can do all these things they're afraid of without even having to try so hard. With that said, INFJs have a hard time dealing with criticism because it stands out in their minds, sometimes washing out the positive feedback they get. However, as they become more mature, they find it easier to release themselves from this need for perfection. They may allow themselves to make more mistakes or focus on their self-confidence to achieve remarkable results pertaining to their life goals. Number 6. You are perceptive and good at reading people. INFJs are able to read other individuals very well, and they're able to understand their emotional states and motivations in seconds. On the other hand, they aren't as easy to understand, and that can be difficult when you're trying to understand someone as well as they understand you. INFJs are not only very good at reading other people's emotions and feelings, but they also use their intuition to dig deep below the surface of another individual's mind. They find themselves intrigued with how other people's minds work and figuring out what makes them unique in their own way. They can often easily tell when somebody is lying to them or even when someone is lying to themselves. Number 5. Future-focused. Willpower is a very important aspect of this personality type. INFJs will often do whatever they can to move closer to their personal goals. For example, if they're in a relationship that seems to be going nowhere, or they are employed somewhere they don't like or don't see a future in, they'll break off the relationship or quit their job. Furthermore, INFJs are also critical of past circumstances, and they tend to remember the bad experiences. To avoid the negative feelings that often accompany these flashbacks, they typically prefer to live a life focused on the future. Number 4. You gravitate towards people who need help. Are you okay with giving up something beneficial for you to help someone else who needs it? Due to your empathetic and compassionate nature, you will often feel like you need to help and fix people who need it. This trait makes it that much easier to form deep and meaningful relationships with friends, but can heavily backfire. The combination of empathy and the ability to look past the surface and see the good in people can make you fall victim to the broken wing theory. Simply put, the broken wing theory is described as the idea that people who need help can never be abandoned. Although it can be very rewarding for you to help others, when overforced, it can feel very frustrating and stressful. For example, if one of your friends is struggling with a subject that you're good at, you will help him or her even if he or she didn't ask you. Now, even if you have to study for an exam you'll probably still choose to help your friend. Number 3. You are deeply empathetic. It's common for INFJs to absorb other people's emotions and interpret them as their own feelings. For example, if someone else around them is excited, they'll often get excited as well. If someone is stressed or anxious, they may feel stressed or anxious too. Feeling other people's emotions in addition to their own can be overwhelming, but it also provides a better understanding of those feelings and the ability to heal and comfort others. INFJs can confidently tell other people that they're going to be okay. Number 2. Sensitive to conflict. Conflict tends to send INFJ personality types into a state of stress. They strive to create harmonious relationships with the people close to them, and they desire for those people to help maintain harmony in the relationship. When a conflict arises, it can physically disrupt their seemingly constant optimistic nature. They'll often have trouble sleeping or concentrating when they're thinking about a conflict that has to do with them or somebody they care about. It can even stress out their bodies to the point where they get muscle aches, headaches, stomach pains, or other unwanted bodily disturbances. Of course, this doesn't mean that people with this personality type seek to avoid all conflict. But over time, INFJs learn to set healthy boundaries for conflicts while standing up for their own needs at the same time, and they do so with an absolute understanding of others. Number 1. Gifted in language. Due to their introverted nature, INFJs typically spend their alone time engaging in their hobbies. Being so insightful provides a vast expanse of creativity and is often accompanied by a great understanding of language. However, INFJs tend to prefer writing over speaking, because writing is an outlet that allows them to express their creative thoughts or ideas without as many barriers. Conversation with others can easily fall short or become negative when talking about such opinionated matters, so they avoid talking a lot unless it's necessary. Writing provides a sense of relaxation and peacefulness because it's a wider plane for releasing one's deepest thoughts. INFJs are often very talented and successful writers because of their ability to employ divine symbolism and intrigue in their writing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, you are love and you are loved. Please subscribe to keep updated on new videos. Feel free to ask any questions below in the comments.